Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. Our lesson today is a revision of our prior lesson. It is about, is there a way to, hay manera de? Right, we're going to take a look at it again because I wanted to include a couple of items that I left out of our last lesson. First of all, our first cluster, hay manera de plus infinitive, which is verb number 0. It means there is a way to. Now, you can make this a statement or you can make it a question. A statement, hay manera de. A question, hay manera de, is just the inflection of your voice. Also, these can be positive or negative. If you want it negative, you just put a no in front. Okay, there is a way to win. Hay manera de ganar. There is a way to earn a lot more money. Hay manera de ganar mucho más dinero. There is a better way to do it. Hay otra manera mejor de hacerlo. Is there a way to finish today? Hay manera de terminar hoy? Is there a way to find the answer out tonight? Hay manera de saber la respuesta esta noche? We know de is a preposition, and in prior lessons, multiple times, we have learned that if you have a verb immediately after any preposition, it must be in the infinitive verb number 0 form. So this is very easy. There's a way to earn a lot more money. Hay manera de ganar mucho más dinero. Want to make it a question? Hay manera de ganar mucho más dinero? You just change the inflection of your voice. Let's come down here. Hay manera de que plus verb number 8, the present subjunctive, opposite vowel. Now, you see the de underlined here twice. You see the de up here underlined twice. In Spanish, in perhaps a technical educational setting, you may be taught to use de que because technically, when you come after a noun here, manera is a noun, and like ya es hora, hora is a noun. We put a de in before we go to the que. But over the years, and through popular usage, el queísmo is where people drop the de and just go straight to the que. It happens all the time. In my life, in my experience as a court interpreter, as a college professor, as a high school teacher, talking to people in Spanish throughout all walks of life, I would tell you that most people avoid the de. It's not to say they're incorrect. It's just smoother, it's quicker, it's easier, it just flows off the tongue. But de, I guess is what you could say, is perhaps more proper. But to be very frank with you, either way is going to convey the idea, and both ways work. But if you want to play it safe, you're in an educational setting or you're writing something professionally, then I would recommend use the de. Definitely use the de. I talked to also a bunch of friends that I ran into that are Spanish speaking, and I just posed a question to them, and every single one of them said like, there's no way that we can go. No hay manera que vayamos. They all said it without the de. But the de is absolutely fine. And removing the de from a de que situation is called el queísmo, right? And I want to show you something else. Just like the Grand Canyon in the United States, in Arizona, right? How the cliffs and the walls of the canyon have eroded over time. Well, language sometimes changes and modifies and perhaps has erosion as well. Take a look at this. I love this example. Back in the old day, with the kings and such, vuestra merced means like your mercy, your highness, right? Vuestra merced. That's how you would address the king, for example. Vuestra merced. Well, it's too long. It's clunky. People speaking language want to get from A to B. They want to take shortcuts. If you have to go 90 degrees, and you can take a 45-degree angle cut to get there quicker. Language is like water. Water, I don't want to say it negatively, but water seeks its lowest level. Language, a lot of times, will try to find shortcuts. And that's what's happened over the years with a lot of people avoiding the use of de and de que, like after ya es hora de que, as opposed to ya es hora que. because it's just quicker, more direct, perhaps more simple, right? At any rate, vuestra merced, what do you see up here that's curious? Look, over the years, they retained the U, the ST from vuestra, and the ED from merced, and that's where we got the word usted. Instead of saying vuestra merced, we came up with usted, right? You see that? Over years, it took a long time to get there. And of course, the plural of usted is ustedes. That's just a little example I wanted to point out to you. So, there is no question. When you want to say there's a way to do something, day by itself must be followed by an infinitive. You would never use que in this instance. Here I have the day underlined, and I have the day underlined here because a lot of people will practice el queísmo and they'll just go straight to the que and not use the day, even though it's got a noun preceding it, like ya era hora de que, right? So there you go. That explains it. Again, these can be used as a statement or a question, positive or negative. Let's take a look at some subjunctive here. Hay manera de que lo podamos hacer. Or if you're going to use queísmo, you're going to drop the day. Hay manera que lo podamos hacer hoy. Either way works. Again, play it safe in school, professional communications, whether they be verbal or written. Put the day in there. Hay manera de que lo hagamos hoy. There's a way that we do it today. Hay manera de que lo hagamos hoy. The queísmo way would be, hay manera que lo hagamos hoy. It's just a shorter way of saying the same thing. Okay? Use whichever you're more comfortable with. Maybe start with de que. Listen to how it's spoken. You hear it around you and see if you can find instances of el queísmo. The most famous el person in the Spanish language, who is it? Come on, tell me. It is El Quijote, Don Quixote, the man who fought the windmills, right? El Quijote y su amigo Sancho Panza. El Quijote, this is el queísmo. I noticed that accent mark there to break up the diphthong. El queísmo, I love it. Okay, some more examples here. Let's get some examples. We have here, there is a way that we can do it today. Hay manera de que lo podamos hacer hoy. There is no way that we have a party tomorrow. No hay manera de que tengamos una fiesta mañana. There's no way that we're going to the wedding. No hay manera de que vayamos a la boda. There's no way that I can do it. No hay manera de que lo pueda hacer or pueda hacerlo. There's no way I can attend. There's no way we can attend. No hay manera de que podamos asistir. No hay manera de que asistamos. Estar aquí mañana. There's no way she will be here tomorrow. No hay manera de que ella esté aquí mañana. No hay manera de que ella pueda estar aquí mañana. Perder. Your team's up by 21 points with 3 minutes to go in a football game, and you say, there is no way that they lose. No hay manera de que pierdan. Saberlo. There is no way that he knows about it. No hay manera de que él lo sepa. And encontrarlo, to find it, there's no way that we find it in the dark. No hay manera de que lo encontremos en la oscuridad. Now, all of these we use de que, but again, if someone is falling into the el queísmo way of using this situation, they would avoid the de and go straight to the que. For example, there's a way we do it tonight. Hay manera que lo hagamos esta noche. I would recommend go with a de que, and then as you get that mastered, and if the situation warrants it, or if you're when in Rome, do as the Romans, and you hear people using que instead of the de que when you got a situation like this with a noun, right? Then go ahead and use it as you feel comfortable. So that's it. We learned el queísmo, which I hadn't mentioned, but that explains what's happening here when some people don't use the de with a de que. Some people just avoid it and go straight to the que. And other people do use it. Again, educational setting, professional communication setting, use the de que. And with infinitives, you're going to go hay manera de. So there's no way to buy it today. No hay manera de comprarlo hoy. There's no way to sell it today. No hay manera de venderlo hoy. There's no way to go there today. No hay manera de ir allí hoy. There's no way to finish tonight. No hay manera de terminar esta noche. There's no way of knowing. No hay manera de saberlo. There's no way to find it. No hay manera de encontrarlo. There's no way to help. There's just no way to help tonight. Esta noche no hay manera de ayudar. Está oscuro. It's dark out. Okay? Now we have one little cluster left here. Había. You can change había here and use verb number 9 in this situation with a de que. Or here you can just go había and then go with the rest of it as we used it with I. For example, there was a way to finish. There was a way to finish early. Había manera de terminar temprano. There was a way to get there in an hour. Había manera de llegar allí en una hora. There was a better way to do it. Había mejor manera de hacerlo. There was a way to talk to her, but I got busy. Había manera de hablar con ella, pero me puse muy ocupado. You can just switch this from hay manera, there is a way, to había manera, there was a way. There was a better way to do it. Había mejor manera de hacerlo. And come down here, let's go past subjunctive now, okay? There was no way that we were going. There was no way that we were going. No había manera de que. Now you need the past subjunctive. So take fueron, change the O to an A, and from there you build it out. No había manera de que fuéramos. There was no way that she didn't have the key. No había manera de que no tuviera la llave. There was no way that he couldn't go. No había manera de que él no pudiera ir. There was no way they did not know the answer. No había manera de que no supieran la respuesta. Okay, so that is our lesson about hay manera, había manera. They can be used in a statement or a question. They can be positive or negative. Vuestra merced, over the years, it eroded, right? Over the years and became usted. That's where we get U-S-T-E-D, usted, you formal. And again, queísmo is people dropping the de. And a lot of people do it not even thinking about it. They just do it in speaking. And that's okay, right? That's fine. But again, educational setting, professional communication, use the de que. All right, es todo por ahora. Hopefully that clarifies any lingering questions that you might have had regarding the lesson hay manera de or hay manera de que. Gracias, amigos. Hasta pronto.